TV today, this will be a quick review. The TV here is the Konka K2139tj. It is 51 centimeters in size, so it's fairly small. Konka is a Chinese company. The television's made in China, and Konka have been going since 1980 manufacturing TVs. They still make TVs today, LCDs, LEDs. They also make mobile phones, so they're just a cheap sort of brand, but this one in front of us does have a scart on it. Not sure how many of the other Konkas out there have scart, but hard to say. So on the front we've got the main power on and off button, power, LED, infrared sensor, button there, TV, AV for switching between channels and the AV, the one scart on the back. Menu button, pretty basic menu, picture settings, so brightness, colour, contrast and sharpness, preset, it's probably just default, and down at function, blue back, you know when you've got snow on a regular channel and it eventually goes to a blue screen, that's that. Sleep mode, probably just a timer to turn the television to a sleep, to turn it off. So that's all there is in the way of options. There's no inputs on the front. There's like a little panel that could come out. It's probably not populated inside. Not sure if it's stereo television or not. Got my doubts on that. We'll go around the back and have a look at the back side. Right, I've laid the TV down on the tube so we can have a look at the back. There's your model number, wattage usage, power input made in China. And here we have the RF connection and the scart. Label scart. Takes RGB, that's the main thing. It's Phillip head screws holding it in, so I'll undo it. Turning the TV off first, of course. I'll undo it and we'll have a look inside. See if we can even get a date on the thing. Righto, back shell's off. So the tube, although it is marked Hitachi there, not in the usual sort of font and colour style of what I'm typically used to seeing for Hitachi. Made by Guangdong Fortune Science and Technology Co Limited, and on the other side there's another label, Fortune. So I don't know about the actual size of the tube. I'd assume it's 51, but their numbering system is different. They don't seem to use the typical numbering label system that's used on most other tubes. So it's Chinese tube, no surprise. There's the yoke, neck board and the chassis. Small, oh, it's not tiny chassis, but it's fairly small, sort of basic looking. That's okay. Anyway, I'll put it back together now. The TV's on a regular channel. When I turn the PlayStation on it, it will automatically turn over to its AV, as you can see, or you can manually change on the buttons at the front of the television. I don't mind the image. A lot of these cheap televisions produce a fairly good image. It's not a high line count Sony by any means, but still does remind me of playing arcades in my younger days. They often didn't have anything flashy in the way of tubes inside them, so it's still RGB, that's the main thing. Now, assuming it is 21 inch, I don't have a tape measure here right now to measure the screen. It could be a good candidate to put into an arcade machine, into a lowboy. I'm more used to them taking a 20 inch, but I think 21 inches fit into those pretty well as well. So not a bad donor given that it's got a scart, so you won't have to RGB modify it. And if you supply the right voltage to the scart socket, it'll automatically switch, as you can see, like the PlayStation did. Very handy for arcade usage. So all in all, it's just an okay sort of a thing. Just a quick video. It's not something I'll probably keep in the collection for long, but it's worth documenting. So thank you for watching once again, and stay tuned for more. Bye.